Line drive, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Now it's the DH, Kobe Mayo. Drove in both of their runs last night. First offering misses badly for ball one. The pitch. And that's off the inside edge. Now 2-0.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
And the right-hander deals. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Popped up. And there's one down.
Well, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
Colton Cowser, the next to hit. Chris, he's definitely going to finish the year with a new career high in homers. We just don't know how many he's going to hit quite yet. And a swing and a miss. Swing and a foul over the screen and back out of play. Got him. 2 out. Here's Adley Rutschman. And that one fouled off. Tying run is at first. Here at the top of the second.
Well, this isn't someone pitchers want to see right now. He's seeing the ball so well. He's squaring it up, and most importantly, he's playing with a lot of confidence.
0-2 now.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
And a 1-2. Just off the outside part of the plate.
It's a good take.
That one misses, and the count's full. Cedric Mullins to bat next. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Not what he wanted to do there, Boog. That keeps this inning alive and gives this offense a good chance to cut into their deficit.
So 2 on with 2 away. And the batter now, Cedric Mullins.
Too much swing and miss in his at-bats recently. Almost 2 strikeouts per game over his last 10.
0-1 now. Tried to check his swing. Appeal to third. And yes, he did. He went around. 2 on, 2 outs. And down on strikes he goes. And there is another strikeout. Orioles strand a couple. They're down 2-1. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now for the Jays, number 54. The wind of the pitch. That one's in there. Strike one. Bounced, and that got the pitcher. And he beats the throw very close right there. That one got him pretty good, but perhaps the silver lining is that it got him in his non-throwing arm, Chris.
Yeah, assuming there's nothing broken in there, I think he should be able to shake this one off. But, man, that can't feel good. He's going to have a pretty nice bruise at the very least, that's for sure.
And now, Addison Barger. Struggling a little bit in this series. He's 2 for 12. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
The pitch. And there's a ball.
James Kingsley working the plate. Kingsley's pretty well respected around the league.
Yeah, when you talk to players, I think consistently he is one of the guys you hear compliments about. Players appreciate the job he does back there.
Yeah, and that's kind of all you can ask for, really, just a fair chance to go out and have success. Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
That misses. 2-1.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
The 2-1. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
And he grounds one to the right side. Into the outfield, base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. And now it's Dalton Varsho.
Really strong hitting performance recently. Working on a 5-game hitting streak.
Swings and misses. Strike one. Swing and a pop-off in foul ground. Rosario drifts towards it, brings it in. One away. And the batter will be the shortstop, Rodolfo Castro. That just misses, and that is ball one. Fought off foul. At the belt and fires. And a swing and a miss there.
Wow, good luck catching up to that one.
And he deals. To the right side, Mountcastle. Throws to Henderson. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. No runs on 2 base hits. No errors and 1 left. We head on now to the top of the third. Blue Jays 2 and the Orioles 1. All set for the start of the inning. And now the shortstop, Gunnar Henderson. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. The wind and the pitch. With the shift on, hits right into it. On the run, throw to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Well, I'm impressed with this guy's internal clock. He knew he had plenty of time to take that extra step, secure his grip on the baseball, and make a strong, accurate throw.
And now it's Ahmed Rosario. Right through there for a strike. One down, base is empty. This one in the air, center field. Makes the grab, tracks it down after the long run. And there are 2 outs. And now it's Juan Soto. He's 0 for 1. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too. And that's off the inside edge. 1-0.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power. But then if this hitter gets a strike or 2 on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has...
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. He jacks that one out to left. His 37th homer of the year. And we're level. It's 2-2.
That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Jordan Westburg digs in now. Right through there for a strike. Here comes the 0-1. And that's in for a strike.
Quickly in an 0-2 hole, you're going to have to give something up here in terms of power if you want to put the ball in play with any authority.
And 1-2. Stays alive. One, 2 now. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. And about front for strike 3. This solo homer tied it for the O's. And we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Bottom of the inning. Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, Spencer Horwitz. And the pitch. Close one. Doesn't get the call. Ball 1.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
Next offering is in for a strike. And another ball. Way outside, and the count's full. Goes down looking. Now it's the Toronto designated hitter. He's already homered here in this one. That one finds the corner. It's 0-1. 1 out, base is empty. Next offering is downstairs. The 1-1 is fouled off. And the righty deals. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 down.
Tasked with 1, 2, and 3 to start this inning, but no trouble so far. I'm sure he'd love to strike out the side here. Make a little statement, but you got to be composed in this spot. Focus on getting this next guy. You got 2 good outs. Want to get the 3rd one and avoid the middle of that lineup coming up with a base runner. Could become dangerous.
That's towards center. Mullins has a beat on it. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. And after 3, it remains a 2-2 tie.
Can't trust that life online. I want that.
As we go to the top of the 4th, here's Ryan Mountcastle. The pitch. And that's down and away.
You know, these Orioles showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well. Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Kobe Mayo, the next to hit for the Orioles. First time up was a pop out. Swing and a miss. Slider right there.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
And the 0-1. And downstairs. Here comes a pitch. That one finds the zone, and the count 1-2.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Base hit. Into the outfield. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Really good swing right there. You got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
First and second, no outs. Here's the left fielder, Colton Cowser. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. And that skips in the dirt. Righty delivers. Not even close there. Ball 2.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
That's outside. 3-0. Right-hander kicks, deals. Fastball for a strike. All tied up. Top half of inning number 4. And that'll load the bases.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
Bases loaded. Nobody out. Here's the catcher. Adley Rutschman. Golden opportunity right here. And that one a little below the knees. Ball 1. Bases juiced. No outs. This one's blistered. No doubt about it. Out of here. Grand slam. A gigantic blast. And that's how they take the lead. It's 6-2. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot.
Here's the center fielder, Cedric Mullins. And that drops in for a strike.
Well, they've been able to score 4 runs off of him in this inning, and this is where you want to just max out. Get as much as you can. Give him one of those tough innings where it's going to be hard for him to recover in the next one.
Here's a 1-1. That one missed. Toronto's bullpen with some action. Luis Frias up and throwing. Off 2-2. The Y to kick the pitch. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Inside 3-2 the count. 4 runs already in the frame here in the finale of this 4-game set. Outside, and that is ball 4.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Bowden Francis out of the game, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this. Luis Frias on the pitch here.
Well, they didn't get much length out of their starter in this one, so they've got a lot of outs to eat up in that bullpen. I think they'll look for some length out of him right here if they can get it.
And next for the Orioles, Gunnar Henderson. Runner on the move. Pitch is low. Throw to second. Save.
Well, I'm sure that steal will raise a couple of eyebrows because of this big lead, but I think it's more respect for their opponent, knowing that they've got to continue to add on if they're going to win this game. Don't take it as an offense. Take it as a sign of respect.
Ground ball to the right side. And that one finds its way through. Now a long throw home. The tag out.
Well, Boog, you have to be able to trust your coaches in this spot. That's what baseball is all about. You're relying on the people around you to set you up for success. Players need to rely on their coaches the same way they rely on their teammates.
Man at first, and stepping in is the speedy Ahmed Rosario. He's already homered in this game. Out to short, and it finds its way through for a hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone.
Couple of singles back to back. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Here's Juan Soto, 1 for 2. First pitch, not close.
Not the easiest thing when you're talking about a guy that's, perhaps is going to be in the rotation, or maybe a long relief guy, to not start an inning, to come into an inning with pressure on it and try to get yourself comfortable.
And there's a foul ball. Henderson, the lead runner, out at second. Rosario at first, 1 gone. The 1-1 is fouled off. Right-handed reliever. Grounded to third. Could be 2. Barker to second, and that's 2. But they leave their mark on the inning as we get another look at the grand slam. It's now 6-2. now in Toronto. John Chambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the fourth, Taylor Ward. And the right-hander back to work. And takes low for ball one. Into center. Mullins settles under it. Brings it in. And there's one down.
Now batting, catcher.
And now here is Alejandro Kirk. He is at the top of the game in terms of defense at the catching spot. And he chases a high fastball there.
It's so impressive because these guys have to do so much study and preparation for their pitchers, for opposing hitters, and really their number one job is to guide that staff through a ball game. And so when you also can turn it up offensively and be a force there, that is a win-win, every manager's dream.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. That's out number two.
Well, clearly just anxious right there, and understandably so. In an 0-2 count, you feel like you've got a lot of plate to cover, and you don't want to strike out, and you end up striking out. That's just one of those pitches where it's not over the plate, but because you committed to it as it was leaving his hand, by the time you realized it wasn't going to be in the zone, it's too late to hold up your swing.
2 outs, base is empty. And now the right fielder. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Checked his swing of the 1-0 and appeal to first. And yes, he did. That's a swing, according to Gary Simmons. That's down and in. And he grounds one back up the middle. Dives, and he can't hang on. He decides to hold on to it, and he's on at first. Addison Barger next up for the Blue Jays. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And ball one.
If it were an average catcher behind the plate, I'd say take second base, but this isn't a catcher you want to run on. His quick release is unreal.
Runner on the go. Strike in there. Throw to second. Ow! And that'll end the inning.
The catcher definitely looked ready for that stolen base attempt. Got in position quickly, and a strike down to second base to end the inning.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the second baseman, Jordan Westburg. Frias back to work. Swing and a miss.
You know, these Orioles putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
The pitch. Not close with that one. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swings and misses. Struck him out.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead, getting that W.
So next to hit for Baltimore, Ryan Mountcastle. And that's outside. And that's ball one. And the pitch. And that one cutting but missing down low. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. Right through there for a strike. One down, base is empty. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Pitch misses, and it's 3-2. Base is empty, one away, and we're at the top of the fifth. The pitch. Got it by him for the K. Kobe Mayo, the next to hit for the Orioles. And that is in for a strike. And it's 0-1. 2 outs, base is empty. Ball one low. And a good eye there. Next offering upstairs. Two down, nobody on. And he walked him.
They just keep handing out gifts, Boo. Were we supposed to bring something?
Singy, I think just our presence is the present. Colton Cowser, the next to hit for the Orioles. This is again 5 in a row. Mayo, the runner at first with 2 gone. Can't find it here. That's 6 straight balls.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Fly ball, pretty well struck right field. That one back. And that ball is gone. And they add to their lead. It's 8-2. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
2 outs, nobody on. Now the Orioles catcher, Adley Rutschman. And that's outside. That one lifted to left. Should have this one. Corrals it. And that is that. Baltimore with a 2-run shot this inning. It's now 8-2. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Here's the third baseman, Addison Barger. The wind of the pitch. And a foul ball.
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
Left-hand hitter waits. Foul ball. Righty to the plate. That one in the dirt. Now 1-2. Swing and a miss. And that's strikeout number 100 on the year.
Well, that's the effect of the splitter that you're looking for on the mound. Really nice pitch right there and had him out in front over the top. I'm sure the batter was thinking he was getting something else, perhaps a fastball with a little more straight and velo to it.
So up next, Dalton Varsho. Popped out and foul ground first time through. Down the middle for a strike. 0-1.
Around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
Gets under it and pops it up. Moving under this one. Squeezes it. 2 down.
Now batting, the shortstop.
2 outs, base is empty. And next for Toronto, Rodolfo Castro. Ball 1 there.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters even if you give up a solo shot.
Popped up to the left into foul ground. Rutschman makes the catch. And that's the inning. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays, and it's still 8-2. Back here at Rogers Center. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Stepping in, Cedric Mullins. That one misses, and it's 1-0.
No base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me.
Hit in the air, center field. Varsho hauls it in for the out, and there's one away. So the lineup flips over. Now it's the shortstop, Gunnar Henderson. 1 for 3. And first offering is fouled off. Henderson in his 4th year, 23 years old, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. There's a strike. Kicks and fires. That one not close. Now 1-2. Got him. And there's 2 away. Ahmed Rosario will hit next. Feels like it's less common today that you see a guy like this. The speed component, the contact.
I think baseball's starting to understand that those guys are valuable like they once were. They need him in this game today.
A swing and a soft liner. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. So they go quietly there. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Orioles 8 and the Blue Jays 2. And we're back. Bottom of the 6th inning. Now it's the second baseman, Spencer Horwitz. Kremer back to work. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. That's a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard. Next is the designated hitter. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
On the mound, he had a little trouble back in the first, but it's been a different story the rest of the way. Really settled into this outing nicely.
That's in there. 0-2 now.
Well, he didn't like those first two pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
That misses, and it's 1-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. The Orioles up big in this one here in the bottom of the 6th. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. In there safely. And it's 8-3.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Put a really nice balanced swing on it. And when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box. And he'll feel real good about that one. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ballgame.
Laddie in the box now. No balls and a strike. Fastball for a strike.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Liner, and that should be extra bases. The run comes in to score from second, and it's 8-4. And that's a double.
Comes through with the RBI. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
And you can feel this crowd waking up a bit here as the guys are starting to make some noise with their bats.
So a man aboard, and next will be the cleanup hitter, Taylor Ward. The Orioles leading by 4 here in the finale of this 4-game set. Next offering in there for a strike. And the count 1-2. Man at second. This to third. Whips it to Mountcastle. 1 away, bottom of the 6th.
Now batting.
So up next for Toronto, Alejandro Kirk.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Right through there for a strike. Guerrero leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Late on that fastball.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
Kicks and deals. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. That's the second out.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Now it's the right fielder. Called strike right there. That's a strike across the top of the zone.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Tosses to first. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. They get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. 7th inning coming up. It's the Orioles 8, the Jays 4. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Jose Urena.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
Juan Soto now. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
And a pitch. Right side, hard hit. Throws to first. They get the out on Soto.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Jordan Westburg, the next to hit for the Orioles. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Movement in the Blue Jays bullpen. Dylan Tate getting ready to go. Number 43 getting loose as well. Bases empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. One down, bases empty. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. The wind of the pitch. That one ripped. And there are 2 down.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
2 outs, base is empty. Ryan Mountcastle now at the plate. And a big swing and a miss.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
And he deals. Clips the corner. That's strike 2. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing this time around for the O's, but they still lead it by a count of 8-4. Bottom of the 7th, and now for the Jays, Addison Barger. Well, he's back out there to begin the 7th. That surprised you at all, Chris?
Yeah, a little bit. It was a little rough 6th inning there, but his skipper's got a lot of confidence in him. But trust me, they will keep a close eye on how he does in this one.
And next for Toronto, Dalton Varsho. And first off,
get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
and he swings and lifts one to deep center field. That's back. It's a bomb. He'll circle the bases. His 9th homer of the year, and they cut into the lead. It's 8-6. They needed that one, Singy.
Indeed they did. They've been fighting to get back into this game, and just like that, they're back in it. Really great job of anticipation there. He knows he throws the sinker. That one down in the zone. You're trying to beat it to the spot it's getting to. Well, he won.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Rodolfo Castro. And he steps off. So a new arm out of the bullpen for the Orioles, Trevor Rogers.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Fastball for a strike. It's 0-1. Rogers, a former All-Star. He features a four-seam fastball, a sinker, a changeup, and he works in a slider. High fly ball near the pole. That one is foul. The pitch. Struck him out swinging. Slider got him for strike 3.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Here's the second baseman, Spencer Horwitz. Off the mark there. 1. Upstairs. And a foul ball. The Orioles leading by 2 here at the bottom of the 7th. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
No, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
And a foul ball. That misses the zone, and now it's even 1-1. Swings and sends a rocket to right. Soto makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. But not before they're able to draw closer with this blast. It's now 8-6. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Number 43.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Here's the designated hitter for the Orioles, Kobe Mayo. Here comes a pitch. Fouled off left side. At the belt and fires. And there's a ball.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Foul ball there. And a pitch. And another ball. And a pitch. Got him swinging.
Well, that right there is just a pitcher's pitch. Tailing away from the hitter, lowing away with some good action at the end. You know, even if he gets the bat to that ball, it's probably just a weak ground ball to the opposite side. Tell you what, that's a tremendous two-strike pitch.
So digging in, Colton Cowser. Can't forget the two-run shot he launched out of here in the fifth.
Yeah, one of the biggest swings of the game, Boog, as he looks to make even more of an impact in this at-bat right here.
That one misses, and that is ball one. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Dylan Tate getting loose out there. The pitch. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
That one pushed foul out of play off to the left. Cowser, the base runner at first with one out. That one a little bit high, and it's 1-1. Right-hander kick steals. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And here it comes.
Ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Hit on the ground, might be 2. Feeds to second, out there. Double play. And that'll do it for the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Orioles 8 and the Blue Jays 6. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. Saying he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate.
Now pitching for Baltimore, number 49, Blake. Now pitching for Baltimore, number 74, Felix Bautista.
Back to the top of the lineup, Spencer Horwitz. Next up for the Blue Jays. Swing and a miss. And that's strike one. Wouldn't chase that time. With the tying run at the plate, and the home team trying to pull it out. Next offering upstairs.
Well, an interesting situation. One swing you can tie up the ball game, but if you're patient and work a walk, then you bring the game-winning run to the plate.
The Jays down to their final strike. Tying run at the plate. On the ground, and this should do it. Westburg on to first. Ball game. And the Orioles take the finale here. They win the series 3-1.
Well, the goal when you go on the road is to at least play 500 ball. Well, they've been winning series. They win this one here. And you got yourself a little bit of breathing room, but you want to keep the same mindset. Let's go into the next place, and let's take that series again.